Hey y'all, my name's Matt. I play guitar in a band called No, This Is Patrick, and today I want to talk with you about some great music. Avenged Sevenfold is one of those bands that gets trash talked about them constantly that I feel deserves it the least. Now, if you don't like Shadows' vocal style or sound, I guess that's valid, that's your prerogative, but musically and creatively, I feel like they're pretty objectively great. Now, I'm biased, they've been one of my favorite bands for a long time. In fact, Beast and The Harlot on Guitar Hero 2 was one of the main motivations for me learning real guitar in the first place. But anyway, today I want to show you what I most often consider my favorite Avenged Sevenfold song, which is really hard to pin down, even on this album, City of Evil, which I consider probably their most definitive Avenged Sevenfold album, even though I love all of them. Except for Hail the King. And now, that being said, like I said, it was hard to narrow it down, but this song, The Wicked End, has so many epic moments, so much apocalyptic Book of Revelations imagery, and amazing variety of musical ideas that I just had to choose it. Let's take a listen. Starts with this awesome riff on bass, and then the guitars and the drums sounded super chaotic in the background. Now the guitars take over that riff the bass was playing. Now onto a new lead, that rhythm, those chugs keep going, driving in the background. Going a little thrashy for the verse. Those leads underneath, building tension, just ascending. I'm not sure what I love more, this lead, the harmonized lead of course, or the rhythm riff in the background. Leads fade out, make room for the vocals. JK, they're back. This lead and the way the drums go here sounds kind of ethereal, dreamlike, or nightmare-like more appropriately. Back to the main riff. I love what the rev does here on the hi-hat, in between matching the kicks with that rhythm. Back to the super driving verse. Some might argue that the drum sound on this record is maybe a little thin, but it has such nostalgic qualities to me. And it's crystal clear. It lets us hear what the rev played note for note, and I can't complain about that. Johnny plays some really cool, really solid bass fills underneath a lot of these chord changes too. The unsung hero. Drums get a little more driving, consistent here. This drum part, really, you can tell the inspiration from Jimmy's love of Dream Theater. Alright, now here's a solo that is high-level shredding, but still so melodically relevant to the song. Really unorthodox and distinct techniques that Sin uses a lot. And so clean, too. That shimmery clean guitar, something's changing. Cool slow pick scratch to lead that solo to fade out. It's real atmospheric, kind of classical gothic feeling. Cello here. Some amazing orchestration by Scott Gilman along with the band. He had a live orchestra in the studio, which is always awesome if you can make it happen, especially back in around 2005 when MIDI didn't sound so great. There's huge crashes and the timpani rolls. I love the lower harmony the guitars and the bass are doing here, while Shadows and the choir vocals are way up high. Bass breaks away from the guitars to match the drums here. Back with the guitars. The rhythm guitars and those strings, they blend so well here. Doesn't get much more dramatic than this. I legit have chills, and I've heard this song hundreds of times. Really cool tom fill there. Whoops. Back to the main riff. A little different than the main version. Layers and layers of harmonies. There's a verse riff with a different tom groove on the drum. And back to the chorus. The rhythm riff and the leads just work so well back and forth off of each other. Awesome falsetto backing vocals. Love it. This song includes so many of the things that I love about Avenged Sevenfold, but not all of them. They've gone through many different eras and styles, yet they still have one of the most distinct and recognizable musical identities that I can think of. From the guitar and bass tones to the riffs and the leads and the solos, an unmistakable lead vocalist, and one of the greatest metal drummers of all time, whose legacy is carried on by his peers, his heroes, and his family. I think I'll have to come back and do some more songs by Avenged Sevenfold from the various eras, ones that I think are also underrated, or at least underplayed live. But until then, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Leave a comment letting me know what your favorite Sevenfold song is, or how much they suck if you're one of those. And then also, if you've got time, check out my band No This Is Patrick as well, and then you can let us know how much we suck too. Thanks for listening, y'all.